Okay. If I have all my settings set up properly, that should just go live to my channel. I remember how to live stream. I know what I'm doing. It's a black screen. I'm seeing a completely blank screen on my YouTube studio. I don't that's unusual, right? That's not supposed to happen. Um am I what what's happening? Am I live or am I don't seem to be live. I'm live? I don't see. Okay. All right. Um I so theoretically I fixed the game audio. I forgot to turn it on last time because OBS only transmits your first audio channel for some reason. I don't know if people use like Streamlabs or something to not have it be lame in that specific way, but yeah, but I don't I genuinely don't know why my game audio was just not streaming. Um or no, I do know. I do know, but what I don't know is how people like manage stuff like recording their VODs with the sound alerts filtered out. You know, that's because that's a thing people do. I guess maybe it's I have no idea. I don't know I don't know any I don't know how any of this streaming stuff works. I'm improvising, and I am a little bit farther away from the camera than I would like to be. So I am going to click into VTube Studio and use my scroll wheel. There we go. What can I do to make Overwatch make a bunch of noise at once so that I can for sure tell by checking on the stream, hey, is my thing working? Let's hop into gun game no cooldown, which won't have any penalties for automatically leaving from an AFK. All right. Yep, that is definitely loud. I need to be able to. My rendering device has run out of memory from an AFK. All right. What do you mean my rendering device has run out of memory? That is definitely loud. I need to be able to. My rendering device has run out of memory. Oh, I'm doubling my audio on the stream. I forgot that would happen. What? What just happened? Overwatch has entirely crashed, I think. What? What do you mean my rendering device is out of... how does that happen exactly? What applications can I close? I can probably close Discord. Um, what rendering device? I've never seen that happen before, so that's disturbing. Um, oh, my C drive only has 1 GB of storage. My data disk. Wow. Wow, I need to clear out some of my old video files, but also I shouldn't be using any onboard memory. I'm streaming. I'm not recording this. It shouldn't be writing anything to my disk, right? Why would it like I'm very specifically intentionally not recording this? Here, I'll post the link to the stream while my game's broken. Okay, what uh I don't okay, why is my C drive so full? I don't think I feel like I don't even save anything to that. So where is all the do I need to like uninstall something? You know what I'm gonna uninstall Studio Disconnect. Whoa, okay. Okay, there was a hiccup in the stream connection. I don't know. I don't know how much of me talking was missed just then. Um, I'm going to... I think the big... Looking at Steam doesn't, like, show me how big any of the games that are installed are, so I don't know what to get rid of. I think I'll uninstall Doom. That's probably going to free up a lot of space. And I haven't played it since May 8th, 2021. So it's not like I'm using that space. How much of an improvement does that freed up 70 gigabytes on my C drive. Hopefully that's helpful. Data is harder to clear out. My data disk is mostly full of... What? My D drive... No, not OneDrive. No, stop. I don't want to set up OneDrive. I hate that that's even in the quick access menu. Okay, my D drive is full, like almost full, but I don't know what to clear out of it, because a lot of this is just old footage that I don't want to delete because I don't have a backup. I don't have any backups of any of that stuff. So I guess I just need to back up my files, and then I can move them onto, well, I'll back them up by moving them onto flash drives, and then I'll finally start deleting some of this stuff, because it's been here. It's been on my computer forever and I'm out of memory. But for now, none of that is actually what triggered the error, right? Like, it said my rendering device was out of memory. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that has to do with my, like, on device storage. Let's just see if maybe it was the custom game server's fault. That could be the custom game server that caused that to happen. Let's just launch the game. By the way, the battle pass, 14 days left, so I didn't completely miss the season after buying the battle pass, which would have been a bummer. What's new in the shop? Summer stuff. Synthwave Tracer, that's fun. Oh, the Visual K bundle's back. But, you know, generally not anything important. Mythic Mercy. Whoa. Wow, how does, okay, so I have... Wow, I've completed 4 battle passes, haven't I? That's crazy. Returning next season. Ooh, they're not actually... Wait, are these the most recent? Okay, so there is still some level of... There's still some level of exclusivity in, like, the timing of when you can buy mythic skins, I guess, but not... It's better than it was. You don't just completely miss it. Do you?
I'll be right behind you.
Okay, you unlock various levels of... What? 50, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so I guess the base level costs 50, and then each level after that is 10 and unlocks more customization? Is that how that works? That's kind of cool. Lost connection to game server. That's not kind of cool. That's a little bit of the thing that was happening last time. I don't know why that's happening. Do I just straight up not have the bandwidth available to simultaneously play an online game and stream that game? Because that doesn't make any sense to me, because I've done this before. Like, this is not a new thing that I've just started doing. I've streamed this game before to this account with all of the software that I'm using. I'm doing literally nothing differently than all of the times that this has worked. So I don't even know how to troubleshoot what's going on. I feel like the problem is Overwatch. But let's for now, just catapult myself directly into a game and hope that it doesn't boot me out before that game ends. It's quick play. Like, quick play games are supposed to be fast, so if I have like a limited time to be connected to the server, then of course it rolls a control point map first thing off the bat. The only game mode with multiple rounds in quick play. I'm gonna play Brigitte, I think. That makes sense. It's summer, so I'm gonna play with the ice. No, I'll play with the Christmas skin. Yeah, that's fun. Wow, it is summer. It's June. It's legitimately June 5th. How did that happen? When did that happen? Why isn't it still like February? I did not agree to it not being February anymore. Winton. Yeah, I mentioned this in, that's not a door, I guess. Apparently that's not actually an exit from the spawn. Cool. Cool. I'm really good at this game, guys. I haven't played this map much. It came out fairly recently in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, woo. Wow, Winston does a lot of damage these days. Uh-huh. Alrighty. Well, so far so good. Network latency is, I sure did put my hand in front of my face while using face tracking software. Don't run in on your own, you're the tank. Okay, never mind. We're getting disconnected. I just teleported across the map. That's not a good sign. That should be helpful, right? Yep, there I go. That's really cool. Yeah, that's great. This game doesn't function. I don't know how to fix it. I don't even know what's happening. I don't know what's wrong. But this happened for the entirety of my last attempt to stream this, and it happened for, well, it just happened twice just now. I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. I'm gonna look up. Does anyone know why this is happening? You tried full uninstall and reinstall. That's not a great solution. Just stop at the step where you uninstall. All right. What do I don't really have any other any other online games that I can boot up to test whether it's just my internet. Let's see. What is this? You might have to reinstall everything, including Battle.net. I don't know why that would be the case. That doesn't make any sense to me. None of this makes it. You know what? I'm like the exact amount of capable of using computers that everyone older than me thinks I'm some kind of tech genius, but I actually can't solve any problems. whatsoever. If my computer isn't working the way that it's supposed to. Like I'm good at using computers that are working, but I can't. I would never be an like a good IT professional. I've dropped frames. I have 212 dropped frames in this stream apparently. I don't know what that means exactly. I mean, it seems like a pretty self-explanatory. Can I uninstall battle.net? Let's not go that far yet. Let's just reinstall 45 gigabytes. Overwatch 2 is all right. Well, let's see how long it takes to re-download and reinstall Overwatch 2 while actively live streaming. Because I don't want to disconnect the stream. Because then I'm gonna have 2 streams on my channel instead of just one, and that seems annoying. All right, 42 gigabytes at 20 megabytes per set, 24. It's counting. It's getting even faster. But it's also 42 gigabytes, so that's kind of a lot. But I mean, I have to try to solve this in this way because like what else am I gonna do? It has been a while since I played the game, so maybe there's something wrong with my game files for some reason, somehow, I guess. Maybe this will fix it. If it doesn't, then I guess the game's either the game is just broken or I don't have good enough internet to play while streaming, which is a bummer because the Overwatch for some reason takes up like just a completely disproportionate amount of disk space when I try to record Overwatch, because I have done that before. I've recorded playing the game. The file size, even just proportionally compared to other recordings of the same length, the file size is it's ridiculous. I have all of my footage here. Let me go look at my Overwatch folder here. Overwatch. Let's see. I wish that the length of a video was displayed more prominently. Okay, here we go. This is a 2.5 hour recording from way back. This is from the Tracer Wooltide challenge. This is just my raw recording. It's 2.5 hours of video in MP4 format. It takes up 31 gigabytes by itself. That's one file. If I look for any other 2.5 hour recording on my entire hard drive, I mean, what have I recorded? Let's say, Doom. How long was I recording Doom? How long is this? That's 50 minutes. That's 1 hour. Okay, that's not helpful. What about this? Okay, this is okay. Yeah, okay. Hogwarts Legacy. I know that's a controversial game. Blah blah blah. Whatever. I'm trans. Shut up. I have a 3-hour recording from playing that game, and it is 3.5 gigabytes. That file is MP4 format. It's 3 hours. It's a longer video. It is a tenth of the file size. I don't know what is like. How does that even happen? I don't know what causes video file size to be like different based on like if obviously a longer file should take up more space in my opinion, but here's an example of a shorter video file in the same format being 10 times as long just because I'm playing Overwatch instead of Hogwarts Legacy. And it's like, what? How did that even happen? And so I really don't want to record Overwatch onto my hard drive because I just don't have room. I mean, my data, my yeah, I have 3.96 gigabytes available of storage on my terabyte hard drive. Also, I'm dropping more frames, which leads me to believe that my internet might suck. Um, I think it's possible that my internet sucks. I wonder if I can do something to limit the bandwidth that the stream is using, and if that would actually improve. The download's like a quarter of the way through, by the way. I wonder if that would actually fix anything. I'm gonna open my OBS settings into the stream settings. Maximum video bitrate. 51,000 kilobytes per second. Is that good? It doesn't look like I'm allowed to change my settings while streaming. I also don't know if I can change these settings because I don't see actual settings here. Maybe if I go to output. Okay, output, streaming, audio track. Encoder settings, 355 kilobytes per second. You know what? You know what? I have no idea what I'm looking at. That's the fact of the matter. I don't know what any of this means. So, I don't know what to tell you. CPU usage preset, higher equals less CPU. Placebo. What does that mean? What does any of this mean? Okay, I don't think that any OBS settings I can change while the stream is active are going to change or fix anything. So let's just give up on that side of the thing. Yeah, I'm watching the download tick down. We've got 20 gigabytes remaining, so we're like halfway through. And also it says 51%, so we are halfway through. I was right. Whoops. OBS says I'm using a fifth of my CPU, but I don't know if that's total CPU usage or if that's just like OBS by itself. Let me open Task Manager. Okay. I'm using 100% of my CPU. That's cool. What exactly is doing that? What's the situation there? Can I sort by CPU usage? Is that a thing? Oh, I can. Yeah. VTube Studio is using quite a bit, actually. It's the second place after OBS. System 32 is using 5.9% of my CPU. Maybe I can turn that off and recover a little bit of my my capacity to... I'm joking, obviously. I'm obviously joking. Should I close, like, my Firefox tabs that I'm not actively using? Because I mean, I don't want to close the one that I'm live streaming from, but I can close the other window that I have open. Although I would like to keep these tabs, so I'm going to open Notepad and copy the URLs into a notepad for later. Because I don't want to bookmark them. They're just tabs. I don't have copy and paste on my mouse right now. And then this, take that, put it there. Okay, cool. Now I have, yeah, all of this other stuff is from my Google Drive. I can easily reopen that. I'm not streaming my browser window, right? That would be very, yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, now live on my channel. I know. Let's see. Oh, Blizzard Entertainment, Last Chance, take vengeance on season 10. Okay, sure. Let's try it. I'd like to. There's a Pride event active, but I can't get to it because game's not working. So I'm gonna stay on page. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna close my other window of Firefox, and hopefully having only one tab open means that I get maybe Firefox is using less of my network that way. Maybe. I've dropped 1.5% of my frames. That's not good. That's like really bad. Right? Well, I mean, obviously it could be worse, but I mean, it could be better. It's now 1.4 instead of 1.5. So maybe it's fixed. Not fixed per se, but like maybe it's better. Maybe it's improving. Battle.net claims to have an update. I just updated Battle.net like today, like earlier today. I just did that. What do you mean there's another update? Why is there another update? Why didn't you update to the most up-to-date update when I updated you earlier? We're at 80% on the download. So at least the download's not taking up too long, right? I mean, the stream's at 26 minutes at this point, and approximately 3 of that has been actual gameplay. So we're not doing great, but I've wasted more time at the front end of a stream before getting into games than this before, which is more to do with me having absolutely no idea how to manage a live stream than anything. But again, the reason I'm streaming is to save disk space. I can't record this game. It just doesn't have a sustainable file size in the output for some reason. I don't know what causes it to be that way. I don't necessarily expect a 2.5 hour video file to be a small file, but sometimes it is. I have a 3 gigabyte file that's 3 hours long. So what am I supposed to think about that? It's completely impossible to predict file sizes other than like having all factors controlled, and if it's the same game and the same length, at that point it's probably the same file size. I don't know how the game affects the file size. That doesn't make any sense because it's just pixels on a screen, right? But for some reason Overwatch saves extremely large files when I try to record it. So instead of doing that, I'm going to dump all the raw footage onto YouTube, onto my second channel. And then I don't have the ability to edit out stuff like this. Stuff where I have to reinstall the entire game for a chance at fixing my network issues. I just have to leave that in the stream because, I mean, I could go back and edit the actual VOD with the YouTube Studio editor, I guess. But I don't want to do that. 97%. And when it's finished installing, I am going to update Battle.net because I guess that has to happen again. 1.3% dropped frames now. I haven't dropped a single frame since closing all those Firefox tabs. I'm not saying that I've fixed the problem, but I might have fixed the problem. 1.2% now. So the percentage is going down because the actual absolute value isn't going up and the length of the stream is still going up. So and that's while downloading as well. Like I'm using my actual network for another task at the same time. Probably a more intensive task. Maybe? I don't know. Is downloading a 42 gigabyte game more intensive on your network connection than streaming is? I wouldn't know. I have no idea. Why? Okay, so it's 98%, but it also says the game is ready to play. Your installation is almost complete. That's a little... I think I'm gonna go ahead and not launch it until it hits 100, because if the problem was a corrupted file, which it probably wasn't, but if it was, I think the last thing that I should be doing is launching the game while it's mostly installed and still installing, you know? So I'm gonna wait for the. Plus, it's only 2% left, and it hasn't taken that long to download. I mean, it says 500 megabytes at a ridiculous number of kilobytes, and I don't know the conversion, so that's actually useless information to me. 551 megabytes at 211,000. No, what? No, that's a decimal. Wait. 239.42 kilobytes per second? It's fluctuating wildly also, but I guess that's probably fine. It's also almost it's almost 5, by which I mean it's 4:45, and 4:45 is an hour before 6, and 6 is when D&D is supposed to start, which means that the time I have available to dedicate to this Overwatch stream is very much like jeopardized by the whole troubleshooting process that I'm having to go through here. We're at 99% now. This is really not how I wanted this stream to go. I figured that this problem might go away by itself if I just left the game alone for a while, but I guess not. So yeah, the reinstall has like a slight chance of fixing it. If it didn't fix it, then the problem has to be that my internet connection isn't strong enough to handle Overwatch 2 and the live stream at the same time, which doesn't make any sense to me because I've literally done this before. So I don't know why. I don't know which half of the equation would have changed. It also says that I'm only using 1% of my network in Task Manager. Network utilization is at 1%. And if I sort by that, it is putting Battle.net and OBS at the very top of the list. So, like that, clear, like OBS categorically should not be the problem, because even if I ignore everything else that is using my network, OBS at maximum is using 1% of my bandwidth. Oh, there's been a massive spike to 8% for like 1 second, and then it went back down. I don't know what did that. Why is Google Chrome running anything? I don't have Google Chrome open. Can I end that task? I don't know why Google Chrome thinks it's open. Google Chrome, I don't. Oh, that's probably. Ah, right. I actually have a lot of YouTube tabs open and paused in a separate user profile. Whoops. I wonder if that's the issue. There's absolutely no way for me to fix it without completely logging out of my entire computer, but okay. I wonder if that's actually what's problem that I mean, they're paused. They shouldn't be using active bandwidth. They're paused and they're in an inactive like instance of Windows. Like they're in sleep mode like 3 times over. They shouldn't be using my network. But I can't think of anything else that's changed since the times that I've been able to do this without a problem. And I mean, I am consistently having a problem with my stream setup now. But also, when When did I? Nope, that's YouTube Studio. I need to open my channel. My channel. Where's my channel? Your channel. YouTube calls it your channel because it's the speaker and I'm the listener, and that's how pronouns work. Pronouns. Wow. Right. So Overwatch 2 prop hunt. Okay, before season 10, the last thing I streamed was prop hunt. And that was a little bit before I opened all those YouTube tabs. Oh, we're at 100%. Okay. I'm gonna update. I'm gonna restart and update battle.net. And then if it doesn't work, I just have to assume the problem is that I'm streaming. And then I'll have to end the stream. And then what I'll do is I'll play a game without streaming, and if it disconnects, then Overwatch itself is what's not functional. And if that's the case, then that's really rough because I bought the battle pass and I can't gain experience points without being able to connect to a game at all. But it's reinstalled, it's brand new, like none of the files should be I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Let's just find out if it's fixed, if it's working again. Let's find out. I know I'm queuing for quick play again, and there is a penalty eventually if you leave enough games in a row. But at the same time, I feel like the server giving out isn't my fault, you know? So, what is this? What is this map? Okay, I can't play Kiriko because someone has already selected Kiriko. What else? I mean, I'll play Brigitte. But Suravasa, is that? I don't feel like I've ever been here before. I don't. Oh boy. Is that a One Punch Man skin? Nice. Yeah.
More to do, more to learn.
Is there anything in my Overwatch settings I can change to limit the network usage? I mean, I don't know what that could possibly be.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like, is there anything I can do to stabilize my connection from in the game? Okay, so this is a Flashpoint map. I genuinely don't think I've ever played this game mode in my life, because I think it was introduced this season, and, oh, maybe I've played it once. Maybe I managed to play it once, just not on this account, though. Did he die? Did my best. Did my best. Oh, we are capturing the point. Also, there are divas out of mech. That's an Alari thingy. That's probably the Alari. I think so, yeah. Hard to see silhouettes from this distance, but I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna comment on anything. I'm just going to knock on my wooden desk, and we're gonna continue playing quick play. Everything's fine. Defense Matrix can't block that, right? That's a Junkrat. Please. Ugh. Come on. Thank you. Oh, I should check my daily challenges, because saying thanks is one of them sometimes. Well, that's unfortunate. Ow. We are at 95% on the Flashpoint. Does that tick up faster than 1 second per, or 1% per second? Okay, it is more than 1% per second. So, Yeah. Okay. Cool. In control point, it's 1% per second. It seems like it might be twice as fast here. Oh, I'm getting input lag. The Junkrat. Did I just block that? Not effectively. I think we have lost the flashpoint somehow. I think we have been... They managed to stall us at 99% and then possibly full cap the first point, which is probably the least... Like, that is probably the least helpful outcome that could ever happen, given my current predicament of... I'm not entirely sure how stable my internet connection is. And so, ideally, they did actually capture it. Ideally, right? Where is the objective? Okay, it's over there now. The best case scenario is a match that is short enough that there's genuinely not enough time for the connection issues to be disruptive. Man. Whoa, I survived that. Is there any support switch I can make to, like, be more helpful? Oh, I see my latency spiking, and I am not holding any keys. I'm just floating forward. Okay. That was rough. Nope, it's gonna kick me out. It's in the process of kicking me out. Yeah. Like I said, ideal scenario is that when I queue up for quick play, I'm suspended. Exclusively, by the way, from my internet cutting out on me. I've never hit the leave game button of my own volition. Like, I don't leave games. I have the leaver penalty just from internet. Just from the internet being completely unusable. And I mean, the big... I'm queuing for quick play, right? I've been... You can blow out a quick play game in specific modes. If you're on attack or defense, just as long as you're not in a symmetric game mode, if there is an attack and defense side to the map, if you're on double capture points been removed from the game, but if you're on payload or if you're on hybrid, the attackers can complete the map in like 3 minutes and 40 seconds if they completely stomp the enemy team. Now, I'm not saying that has to happen. I mean, I don't want every game to be a total blowout, but I want a game to finish without booting me off the server. And apparently, that's too much to ask. I came back to streaming Overwatch because I saw the changes to Season 10 were solving a bunch of the problems that people have with this game. Like, all the monetization systems have been made like significantly more friendly over not just in Season 10, but over the course of the lifespan of this game. The monetization systems that people complained about when they removed loot boxes, like, oh, everything has to be a battle pass these days, blah, blah, blah. First of all, the heroes were always free. Like, still, you could earn the heroes for free. And if you cared enough about doing that before they rolled out in competitive, because the heroes would always be locked in competitive at first, you could use quick play to get the experience on the battle pass. You could probably use competitive to get the experience on the battle pass. You could get the experience on the battle pass to unlock the hero for free. Probably. I don't know. I never tried because I don't care about competitive. I don't know what to do, man. I'm going to try one more time. Just please don't put me in a flashpoint or control map. Because at least if I'm on yeah, Eichenwald works. This is a payload. If I'm on attack, theoretically, I don't like the symbols popping up on the side of my screen. I don't know what they mean because there's nothing in the I actually genuinely don't know what either of those symbols mean, and I never have. I feel like there should be text attached to them. Because what is that? What is that? There's a lightning bolt with a swirl around a swirly arrow, and there's a stack of cards. What is that supposed to communicate to me? Like, it's clearly important because it's flashing on the side of my screen, but I don't even know where I would look to find out what that means. Like in the game, I wouldn't.
Ooh, I live for this.
Hi. Oh, I can check my daily challenges, I guess. Yeah, okay.
5, 4.
All right, just I am in a horrible mood at this point.
Capture objective A.
Although not as bad of a mood as like
Let's move.
I've ever been. Like, I could be in a worse mood. I have been in worse moods. I'm just really annoyed. Like, I am very annoyed. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. Okay. I don't think that movement matched my inputs. I think I got rubber banded to death. But that, I mean, even that happening is better than me getting kicked out of the game at this point, because I don't want another match leaver penalty. Yeah, best case scenario, frankly, is that either we get full held at point 1 by this stupid Torbjorn, and the match just ends in 4 minutes without me getting kicked out of the game. Or we take this point now and we roll the payload directly into the castle, and there's just not a problem. The worst thing that could happen is they stop us, they stall us into overtime on every single checkpoint. And so far, we're not on track for that. So we've already avoided the worst case scenario. In terms of just sheer ability to get this match done before at this point, I'm considering it inevitable. Like, I don't think there's a way for me not to get kicked from the server every so often. But what I hopefully can do is finish a match between those windows. Like, between those server hiccups that have been happening since I resumed playing the game after a 9-month break from ever even launching it. That's where you put a turret? Interesting. Okay, well, they're not really contesting the objective, so that's pretty cool. I wonder if that Genji has Dragon Blade. I definitely heard the reflect cue and then started hitting him anyway. Can I capture that? Nice! Please don't crowd control me off the bridge. I don't know if they even have anyone that can do that. don't know if I can defense matrix that. I think I can't. I think I've tried many a time, and I think I'm doing 0 damage to this Torbjorn. There was a Brigitte behind me. Ooh, I have bomb. All right, we're doing good actually. Like in the match, teams on top of. Does that Sombra have? Definitely not. Okay, all right. Yep, shot the terrain of the map. That's productive. Oh, that's ours. Okay. They have a Brigitte, which it... That one? Where did that... Okay, I think that accidentally went up and through the door. Which is really irritating. Well, that's where the turret is. That guy's deflecting. Please. Shooting him in the back is good, right? Okay, we got here. Gotten here. That's good. That's good. Now, we have added the maximum amount of time to the clock at this point, which means that I really do want to win. Oh, or my latency can spike to 200 and I can be held in place with no inputs. That's a bummer. No, it's stabilized for now. Okay, that's at least one ultimate on their side, one ultimate on our side, it seems like. I don't know if I'm able to, like, capitalize on Sunburst. Like, does it have to be a Lari that does the damage to the affected targets? Wow, that sound barrier didn't last very long, did it? Cool. I don't know how to get out of here. Is there a health pack? Oy, oy, oy. Okay, sure. I have 175 health. I thought Baby Diva was 125. I'm gonna die unexpectedly, I think. I think lag is gonna cause me to get headshotted in a way that I didn't see happen. And that's unfortunate. No, I'm into my mech. Okay, we've lost our Lucy. Okay, the entire team is here. Let me just try to regroup here for a second. Ugh. Don't want to rubber band off a cliff here. 10-player kill streak. That's not bad. Oh, that Reaper is damaged. Okay, got a random headshot. Got a random double assist. Oh, I'm the only person on the payload. Let me call my mech while I'm in a relatively safe position. And nerf this. Okay, that didn't... Oh, there's an immortality field. That's what's happening. Did we kill the Ramatra? Someone did. Got it. Cool, 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 cool. Molten Core. Should I expect that? Ooh. Oh, I am teleporting. Suffer. Who left the game? That's one of ours. That's not ideal. Oh, I would really like to end the game here before anything bad happens. Ah, but my team's dead, so 16-player kill streak. Okay, alright. Well, 2 more minutes or 15 more centimeters. Hey, we got really close there. We are trying to group up. Group up is a good plan. Would love for the team to make a unified push. Doesn't help that we lost a DPS just then. Nice of their tank to push way too far forward and die. He's probably going to respawn by the time we get up there, though, so not overly productive of us. Or of, yeah. That kill was fun, but doesn't really help long term. Trying to use Defense Matrix in a helpful way, but I can't really. Wow, their Ramattra kind of sucks, actually. Like, I'm not a good tank, frankly. I play tank. It's my main role, I would argue. But I'm genuinely not a good tank. And even I can tell that that Ramattra isn't really contributing to his team. Genuinely does seem to be throwing a little. I wasted a lot of health walking through there. Okay, well, we've got 30 seconds left. This would be the stupidest time for me to disconnect. I see the symbol, though. It's happening. 30 seconds left in the match. You've got to be kidding me. I'm suspended for 2 minutes. You've got to be kidding me. Genuinely, you have to be kidding me. I can't finish a single game. I forgot, by the way, that the time added... Well, I guess overtime. Overtime would have affected that. If we had overtime on the first 2 points. But I said the worst case scenario would be for us to lose on the 3rd point, because literally that's the maximum time that we can spend in the game. I said that. I said that if I could just finish a match quickly enough not to get kicked out of the game. That's all I wanted. That's literally all I wanted. And I was within 30 seconds. Like, win or lose. At least, even if I lose, I get the experience points for the match. I've had the stream open for an hour. And I did complete a battle pass here? What? Genuinely, how did that happen? What? Oh, okay. I guess I can still complete daily challenges without actually finishing a game. Which means that I can probably complete weekly challenges, yeah. Well, depending on what they are. Complete 30 games, complete 20 games, earn 8 progression levels, which I think is something you have to complete a game to do. Complete games, complete game. Okay. I can't do anything on the weekly challenge tab to get experience this way. So that sucks. But apparently I can complete challenges and I earn an elimination assist within 3 seconds of using a movement ability. If I do that one time, I get another 3,000 experience onto my battle pass. I mean, I might as well just get my 3,000 experience if I can. I know I said that was gonna be the last game, but I don't know. Okay, we're on Blizzard World. This is a completable map. We're on defense, so I mean, genuinely, do I throw the match just to have it end? Like, because the alternative is that I get booted out of the, like, if I get kicked out of the game, the team is down a tank anyway, right? Like, I want to complete a game.
All systems fired up
And
ready to engage.
if we can't hold first point, then the most efficient way, like on defense, the most efficient way to finish a game is by losing it. Because the attackers don't, the attackers have a time limit. They don't have a time minimum. We have a time minimum.
So, don't take it personally when I get the most kills, okay?
We have to hold out for a set duration. And my computer's not liking durations spent connected to the game server. Yeah, 5 minutes. We have to last 5 minutes on objective A. And they get extra time at first capture, and it's genuinely not going to matter because it's already non-functional. All right. I can't even do my daily challenge, cuz whoa. I'm back. That's crazy. Okay, well, let's try and kill someone with my boosters then. Okay, I think that counted. I think I just got my daily challenge.
Initiating defense matrix.
And you only need to do 3 of those per day to get the, like, the challenge itself doesn't have the experience points attached to it. Getting 1, 2, and 3 challenges done is what gives you the experience points. Doesn't matter which ones. So you only have to do half of them. Should I chase? I'm killing this man. Okay, now I've probably for sure definitely gotten it. Hey, we might actually hold first point. I mean, if I could completely miss the first fight of the game to latency, and we didn't give up even like a little bit of objective progress in the course of that happening, then genuinely I might get carried and we might hold first point here. I'm sorry that I could not stop that. We're attacked on both sides here. I don't know how much charge that Zarya has. Okay, I got one-shotted. We are not holding first point, I guess. Yeah, that's, well, that's unfortunate. But I did reconnect automatically. So maybe we used up all of the, what? Where did they, what? What happened there? Where did all the attackers go? There was no one left to... What? Did the supports just kill everyone? Uh-oh. No, I am holding S and I'm walking forward. Sure. Was not meant to be. I am... Hello? Where am I? Oh, it's reloaded. How am I here? Did that register as me leaving and rejoining the game to anyone else, or did I just kind of, like, space out? Like, did I just look like I was completely high? I shouldn't talk as if I know anything about drugs. Yeah, so at least I'm still attached to the same game as before. Hop in here, volunteer. Oh. She's got a lot of char. Oh, what if I just do this? I don't think that was a good spot for that, but it killed Diana. Okay, the Zarya is dead. absorbed. I'm not dealing any damage because I don't think I have properly live positioning on the enemies. Like, I don't think I can actually tell where people are. I mean, maybe I'm overestimating the lag. But I mean, look at this. That's ridiculous. What am I looking at? Okay, I'm finally gone. I'm finally dead. Finally removed for real. And that's a 10-minute suspension. Did I get my 3,000 experience, though? I did. Yeah. Alright.
Are fingers merely hand
Wow,
toes?
and that's...
Or are toes feet fingers?
I'm 300 XP away from the next reward. 300, wow. Well, this is the end of the stream because I'm not waiting 10 minutes to queue for another game. This genuinely sucks. I don't know what to do about this. I mean, I don't have a solution. I can't. I guess I can't stream the game, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't know what the problem is. I didn't drop any more frames either, so I don't think it's the stream's fault. I think it's Overwatch's fault. Because after reinstalling the game, I looked at my dropped frames. It was at 1090, and currently it now says 0.5% because it is still at 1090 and the stream has remained ongoing. I didn't drop another frame after, like, I didn't drop a single another frame after reinstalling the game. The stream has been stable. The game is not working. I can't even finish one match of quick play. The closest I came was 0.15 meters on Eichenwald, and the defense just managed to fend us off at the last. Well, for them it could have been the last second. It wasn't the last second because they managed to get us to go away. But if it had been the last second, then at least I would have had one completed match across 2 streams of trying. This is I don't even know what the Pride event is, by the way. Like, there's a bunch of Celebrate Pride stuff in Battle.net. It's plastered across their social media. I guess they changed Midtown, like the Midtown map. I don't know what. It's not like an actual event, though. Yeah, they just decorated Midtown, and you can't queue for a specific map. So there's not really an in-game Pride event. But yeah, I mean, I don't have I'm not gonna wait 10 minutes for the queue timer to unsuspend me just so that I can join another match that I get disconnected from and penalized for disconnecting from, because it's not my fault. I don't want to accrue penalties on my account for something that's literally their fault. It's not. I have no. I can't even think of a way to fix this. Other than, again, I could try playing the game without streaming at the same time. I could try to play the game by itself without having OBS even open, without having anything open. Like, I could try to play just the game. But if that doesn't fix the connection issue, then I don't know what to do. I don't like I want to email Blizzard and say, "Can you refund my battle pass because your game servers aren't letting me make any progress on it. I spent the coins and I can't I'm not for lack of trying. I can't get the rewards." But I mean, they're not gonna refund a battle pass that I bought with coins that were just sitting in my account. That's uh yeah, well, this stream sucked a little bit less than the previous stream. I mean, I did get to kind of play a little. I mean, I almost played a full match on Eichenwald. I basically played a full match on Eichenwald. I don't know who was going to win, but it was 30 seconds left for the defenders, and we were like 5 meters away. Like, the match was over. It wasn't determined. But yeah, that one kind of hurt. Like, it's one thing to disconnect at the beginning of a match. Disconnecting right before the end of the match, that sucks. So it's like it was so close. I was so close, you know? So what did we learn today? Nothing, really, because I didn't figure out what the problem was, obviously, or it would be solved. Like, I would solve the problem if I knew how. Which means that we didn't learn anything at all. And I don't have a takeaway from this. That's really frustrating. Honestly, that's one of the most frustrating things possible, is for me to just waste time. I hate trying to accomplish something and for seemingly no reason just not manage like what I don't know what the problem is, and that it bothers me that I don't know what the problem is, because I actually do want to finish the battle pass for the season, because I want all the like I like the theme, the Mirror Watch theme for the season. I haven't really gotten to I missed the event. But I haven't gotten to engage with anything because the game's not working. And I don't have a fix for it, and it sucks. And it's like, just as a side note, I've been trying to get a job for like 2-3 months at this point. It's hard for me to say how many months actually, because again, I'm mentally it's February for me. If January's even ended in my brain. But really, I have the job hunting absolutely sucks right now, and it seems to me like the only valuable information that I've picked up over the course of applying to like seriously almost everything in my town and in a mall that I can drive to. Like I'm going after entry level positions. I'm trying to get minimum wage garbage that I'm going to hate doing, because I need a job of some kind. And it's not like I'm overqualified either, because I technically dropped out of college. Like, my on paper qualifications shouldn't be like, no one should be saying, hey, you're overqualified for this entry level position. First of all, no one should be saying that anyway, because it's stupid. You can't be overqualified for a position, and if you were, then that's not a good reason not to give it to you. But honestly, the only actual like knowledge I've gained from job hunting is that when a company says we'll call you, it's a lie. They won't. They're not gonna call me. Like none of them ever have. Like they definitively state, "We'll call you. We are going to call you." Um, and then I never hear from them, and that doesn't help me at all. That just tells me, okay, I guess I didn't get that job, and no one's willing to tell me A, why, but even B, the fact that that's the case. Like, they're genuinely not telling me. I've gotten one actual rejection email. One. From all the jobs that I've applied to. I've been rejected once, and I have no job. And there's, like, how am I, it's just the same thing over and over, and it feels completely pointless to even. Why would I start another job application process if I'm clearly not hireable, but no one will tell me what their reason for not hiring me is? Like, how? Why don't they teach you this in school? You know? I got ghosted by a gas station. I can't get a job as a gas station attendant. And I try to go and play a video game, and even that doesn't work. It's just exhausting, dude. But I have D&D in either half an hour or an hour and a half. I feel like the start time is genuinely 7 at this point, but we haven't admitted that that the stream starts at 7. Like, for practical purposes, I have D&D at 7. Like, if I'm late to the 6 o'clock start time, it's not going to affect anything. Yeah, I think I need to like take a walk or something just to be able to refocus. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a walk.